Hi everyone, I am Mental Panda, and today I'm going to do a review on the newest Doctor Who episode, Face the Raven. In this episode, well, first, spoilers. Okay. Now, in this episode, we are... I can't think. Rigsy, a character that was from an episode last season called Flatline, he is brought back, and he is given a tattoo on the back of his neck, and the doctor, Clara, and him are trying to go and find out why he has it on his neck. And they are led to this place where it's kind of like Diagon Alley. If you don't know it's there, you're not going to see it. And he is convicted of murder there, and he was sentenced to death, and that is what the timer is. It's going to lead up to his death if they don't stop the timer. And so Clara, him, and the doctor go and try figuring out what happened, because he was retconned, or his memory was wiped from that night, so he doesn't know what happened, and he does not think that, he doesn't know if he murdered someone, but he doesn't think he did until he was shown the body of the woman. And so he and the doctor and Clara try and find out what's going on. The person who's in charge of the refugee camp is Mayor Me, or the girl we've been seeing multiple times. I don't know her Viking name, so I'm not gonna even try. I don't know how to pronounce it. I know it, I just don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm not gonna even try to pronounce it. So throughout the episode, they're trying to find out why he would have killed someone. Well, killed this woman who is an alien, so are the rest of the people in the refugee camp. And we are brought, then we're shown how it kind of works, how the timer works. And it has to do with when it runs out, a raven goes after the person. Well, it's not a raven, it's kind of like a mist, but it's in the shape of a raven. And I don't know the name that it was given. The doctor had said it, but I don't remember what it was. So the doctor goes off and is trying to talk with me, while Rose is on my mind right now. Clara decides to take some matters into her own hand and exchange the tattoo onto her, and takes it off of Rigsy, which you can do. You can give the tattoo willingly to a person who is willing to take it. And by the end of the episode, we find out that the woman didn't die, and she was just like in a stasis where she's still alive, and the stasis pod thing kept her alive. Then the doctor tries getting her out, and he has to use the TARDIS key. Once he puts the key in there, because he wants to give the child of the mother back to her child, and he's being all the doctorish. So he knows it's a trap. If he does it, then maybe the key will be taken away or what have you. But the doctor does it, and he gets a bracelet on his arm, which ends up being a teleporter that was put on by me. And then we find out that the reason that she's doing this is because she wants to save the rest of the town, well, the refugee camp, and the only way she can do that is to give them the doctor. And so once she has him, she tries to take off the tattoo from Rigsy, but Rigsy doesn't have it anymore, Clara does, and she has made a contract with the Mist thing, and that contract was null and void when Clara had taken the timer off of Rigsy, and we are pretty much given a heartfelt speech and a very pissed off doctor yelling at me up until Clara dies, and I did not even expect that. That was crazy. Because I didn't look up any spoilers for any of the episodes. I don't ever do that. I like watching it without knowing what's going to happen. And I wasn't expecting Clara's death. It hit me hard. She's one of my favorite characters, second to Rose. And it was just crazy. And I know have been other character deaths on Doctor Who, on the revised and on the classic Who, but this one hit home because this is the first time we actually seen a character's death. Well, not actually seen it, but you get my drift, because with Amy and Rory, they went back in time. And Rose, she was sent to a different dimension. Martha went off and married Mickey, or Ricky, whichever you prefer. And Donna lost her memories. Yeah, they all had traumatic ways of going, or really most of them except for, can't think of her name. Sorry, I do love her, Martha, but she had a good ending too. But then we don't really, with Clara, she was here for a very long time. She was here for 3 seasons, or 2.5 seasons, which is crazy. We didn't even get that much with Rose. Yeah, we got a few episodes after she left as a companion, and we did with a bunch of them, but we never really had this many seasons with a companion, and one that actually did a lot for the Doctor, because by this time she was pretty much keeping the Doctor stable, even though she wasn't stable herself, which now I'm really scared, because this Doctor in particular doesn't seem like he can really take care of himself. He seems self-destructive, just like Clara was. And once she realized he wasn't as self-destructive, she became self-destructive and went taking more and more risks in the season that she shouldn't have taken, or you wouldn't think she would take, because she was so level-headed usually. She was just one of my favorite characters, and I can't believe she's gone. When I first found out that she died, or after I watched it, and after I watched the rest of the episode, I went up and looked it up to see if this was just for this episode, and that there was a loophole and the Doctor found it and she would be back, but sadly, it isn't a loophole that I know of. I'm hoping that they'll bring her back for something or another, so we get to see her. This was just really crazy. I really don't know what to say now. This is one of the saddest deaths, at least for me. Rose, well, the saddest, and I shouldn't say saddest deaths, I should say, one of the saddest ways a companion left. I think, of course, Rose, since she's my favorite character, she was my first saddest death in the episode. Then, of course, Amy and Rory's way of going, especially after the little thing that Doctor Who put out, which is called PS, which is like this little sketch of what happens after Rory and Amy are sent into the past. And Rory gives his son a note to give to Brian, kind of like in Blink, where Sally Sparrow's Beth's best friend gave her a note via her grandson, and we are brought it wasn't like the characters were actual people, it was just sketches of what would have happened in the episode, and that hit home really badly because you get to hear Arthur Dever, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, Rory. We get to hear his voice pretty much read out the note and say who the delivery person is, and it was just, you have to watch it. It's really good. I don't know what else to say for this review. I tried recording this multiple times. It just made me speechless. So I guess I'll end this review here. I do videos every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday. And in the next video on Tuesday, I'm going to do a fandom review, and on Thursday and Sunday, I am not going to be doing a review this week because it's Thanksgiving and I'm going home for Thanksgiving, so I want to spend time with my family, but I will have a episode. I will be doing the episodes and after I come back, and I'll post them up on either Sunday or Monday, and then I'll have a video up on Tuesday, and then we'll go back to the schedule up until Christmas, which I'm going to do the same thing, where I'm gonna have spent time with my family because I don't usually go home for the weekends. So go look forward to that. And next Tuesday's episode, this Tuesday's episode, Tuesday's video is going to be about fandoms. So it's going to be a fandom Q&A. So leave comments and questions in the comment section, and I will look over them and I will pick out my favorites and do them, or I'll do all of them if I have time. And, well, not if I have time, if I don't have a lot of them, but I will try and do all of them, even if I do have a lot. I was going to say something else. I don't know. I'm just hoping the next episode of Doctor Who isn't really, that sad. Alright. Bye-bye, everyone!